Well, oil prices jumped over 5% after the European Union and the United States imposed those sanctions on Russia over the conflict in Ukraine. Let's talk to Ellen Walsh, the Transversal Consulting President. Ellen, welcome back. Good to see you. The TASS news agency reporting in the last hour or so that Putin says a sharp decline in the amount of Russian oil on the market will lead to price increases. Will it?
Well, a sharp decline in Russian oil supplies in the market would definitely lead to price increases. I do think that many of the oil producers out there would actually welcome some price increases because oil prices have been very low recently. I don't think that the amount of Russian oil that would come off the market could lead to such high jolts as maybe even $120 a barrel. So I don't think that kind of a threat is really going to take effect all that much, combined with the fact that the people who are purchasing Russian oil really want to buy that oil. And as long as they're motivated to continue to buy it, there will be ways that these companies find to work around the sanctions.
And what do we know about these sanctions and perhaps the impact they might have on the Russian economy?
That's a really good question. I think that we can safely say that the sanctions may have a immediate effect on some of Russia's oil revenue. We have seen China and India, these Chinese state-owned companies are suspending imports of Russian oil while they, look at what's going on here. Indian consumers have also been reviewing what's going on as a way to see what their potential sanctions exposures are. So the issue really is, are they using financial institutions that touch these Russian companies, and how will the U.S., the UK, the EU actually enforce these sanctions? Because really, the harder they bite, that really comes down to what kind of enforcement we're going to look at. It's clear that if customers want to buy the oil and Russia wants to sell it, they will develop workarounds. The question is, how fast can they develop these workarounds, and will the sanctions enforcement be swift, and will they pinpoint these new workarounds? Because if they can do that, then Russia might actually see a real hit to its revenue. If they aren't able to really, get a grip on these workarounds and they let it go, then we really won't see all that much in terms of an effect on Russia's economy.
And just talk us through the energy market's reaction to the news of the U.S. sanctions on Russian energy companies.
Yeah, so what we saw was basically a 5% jump, a little over a 5% jump in the price of Brent crude, but that is basically, we're talking, up to $66 a barrel. That's not in any way a financial hardship. So I do think that we're likely to see some price elevation as, this all shakes out. We really have to see how the enforcement goes, what it's going to be like. Is there going to be pressure put on the customers? Is there going to be pressure put on the Chinese buyers, on the Indian buyers? Are they really going to be threatened in such a way that they do at least make significant cuts in their purchases? If they don't, I do think that we're likely to see that 5% jump go right back down, and potentially even lower oil prices, because the more threats you make that aren't followed through, the less the market is going to even react to this.
Ellen, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on the show again. Ellen Walsh, the Transversal Consulting President.